Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Little. For those of you who are on my screen, it looks like I have nobody watching right now. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Little. For those of you who are on my screen, it looks like I have nobody watching right now. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Little. For those of you who are on my screen, it looks like I have nobody watching right now. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Little. For those of you who are on my screen, it looks like I have nobody watching right now. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Little. For those of you who are on my screen, it looks like I have nobody watching right now. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Little. For those of you who are on my screen, it looks like I have nobody watching right now. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Little. For those of you who are on my screen, it looks like I have nobody watching right now. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Little. For those of you who are on my screen, it looks like I have nobody watching right now. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Little. For those of you who are on my screen, it looks like I have nobody watching right now. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Little. For those of you who are on my screen, it looks like I have nobody watching right now. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Little. For those of you who are on my screen, it looks like I have nobody watching right now. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Little. For those of you who are on my screen, it looks like I have nobody watching right now. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Little. For those of you who are on my screen, it looks like I have nobody watching right now. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dave Can you all hear my voice? Can you all hear me speaking right now? Can you all hear my voice? Can you all hear me speaking right now? Can you all hear my voice? Can you all hear me speaking right now? Can you all hear my voice? Can you all hear me speaking right now? Can you all hear my voice? I guess I can talk out loud. I don't have to type what I'm thinking because you can hear me. So let's see. I have the OBS software running in the background, and when I switch to OBS, I am just seeing a collapsing OBS software window all the way back. When what I would like to be seeing would be the webcam view. OBS software window all the way back. When what I would like to be seeing would be the webcam view. OBS software window all the way back. When what I would like to be seeing would be the webcam view. OBS software window. How do I mute my YouTube? How do I mute my YouTube? How do I mute my YouTube? On your main screen. On your main screen. On your main screen. Okay, try talking again. Left side where the video is. This guy right here. Okay, so we got that going. Next, I would like to see the webcam. Ron, thank you so much for helping me out with this. Don't press that. Okay, yeah, I didn't press that. So how might I see the webcam now instead of just the YouTube dashboard? Go back to OBS, display capture, video capture device, Chrome. Okay, I'm back on OBS now, and I managed to have that on one corner of the screen and YouTube on the other corner. I don't see a cam listed. That's not the video capture device? Nope, okay. Integrated webcam. Okay, so we've got some work to do with getting the webcam up online. Do you now see the slide? Okay, so we will go with this for now, and then we will need some more practice to figure out how to get the camera on screen and the stream on screen and so on and so forth. So we'll start from the beginning. Thank you all for your patience. Hi, my name is Dave Little, and I am broadcasting for the very first time, as I'm sure everybody is now painfully aware. And for starters, I would just like to thank everybody who has inspired me to do this. My first live stream that I watched was probably about a year ago. A fellow by the name of Al Wilson was streaming some some auto racing using the red, white, and blue racing game by Play.com Sports. And when I started watching those broadcasts, I fell in love with the idea of streaming, and I also fell in love with the idea of playing the red, white, and blue action auto racing game. From there, I started watching Steve Tower and his After Further Review broadcasts. And not long after, I started watching Ron Juckett and the Retro Sports Network. That has been probably my greatest inspiration, because Ron is a walking encyclopedia of sports knowledge and a very entertaining guy and very skilled at putting on these broadcasts. I've also been watching Al Red Sox Fan, the original Grognard, Beatles Eternally, baseball demos, tabletop baseball, a number of standing on the shoulders of giants in terms of their ability to put these broadcasts on. And today I decided to do my own broadcast, for better or for worse. What I plan to do with this channel is a couple of things. I am going to do some sports broadcasting with the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, ESBN as I like to call it. Epic is the name of the company I work for. Epic is also a great name for sports leagues. I've got the Epic Football League, the Epic Baseball League, the Epic Basketball League, and for those who know me on the wrestling message boards, that's where they call me Epic Dave. And so a lot of what I do is going to be sports broadcasting. Also, once every week or two, I will probably come on and share some spiritual insights from my daily life. My faith is very important to me, and every so often I will come on and share things from Dave Little's spiritual journey. Not long sermons, anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes about something I've read that has struck me or something that I've experienced in life. So those are my two reasons for being here. Today I am here for the preview show and the 2018 year-end broadcast for my Legends of Wrestling Cards and Dice game. Legends of Wrestling is my favorite game. It's produced by filsingergames.com. I am a huge fan of professional wrestling, and I have been since 1983. The Heartland Championship Wrestling is my Legends of Wrestling promotion that I have been running continuously since 2006. And today is the day that, on New Year's Day, I always run a show called the Buckeye Bowl, which is my take on the Royal Rumble. 30 men will start, one man will come out the winner. Last year's winner was Zack Sabre Jr., and he will be in action today along with 29 other challengers. I'll get to that later this afternoon, probably while I'm watching the Rose Bowl. And after the Rose Bowl, I will come back and watch Ron's football game tonight. I know the original Grognard also did a wrestling broadcast yesterday using Face to the Mat Wrestling. I've played that a number of times, and I look forward to catching up with OG and his broadcast. So, now let's come to the Heartland Championship Wrestling 2018 Year-End Awards, the reason why we are here today. 2018 was a hallmark year for Heartland Championship Wrestling. A little bit of background. The Heartland Federation is now affiliated with about 6 other promoters using the King of the Indies message board that we have created, and we jointly run independent promotions together under the umbrella of the King of the Indies. So we have one sort of world champion who is the King of the Indies, and then each of us has our own territories and our own federation champions operating under that umbrella, similar to the old territory days before the WWE took over the universe. In 2018, Heartland shifted its focus. At the beginning of the year, I had been running the Chikara brand of independent professional wrestling. Had a good run with that for about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. And with some of the other promoters, decided it was time for a change. And I was going to take over ownership of the Ring of Honor talent roster. So in the middle of 2018, we shifted from a Chikara promotion to the Ring of Honor promotion, and it has been a fun year. And with that, I will present the first 2018 year-end award in Heartland Championship Wrestling, and that is the Feud of the Year. The Feud of the Year was Homicide, feuding with Dalton Castle, and what a brutal feud this was. This began in Florida back in July when Homicide and Castle met in a televised match, and Homicide ripped open Dalton Castle with a fork, and Dalton Castle did not like that, and he challenged Homicide to a rematch. Homicide showed up joined by the team known as the Alpha Dogs, Eddie Kingston and Brody Lee, and with their new manager Veda Scott, gave Castle a legendary beatdown. But Dalton Castle was not done with that feud. He came back and he was joined by the team of Cedric Alexander and Caprice Coleman, and the three of them took on Homicide and the Alpha Dogs in a brutal six-man tag team match at Heartland Havoc 88. That was a brutal match, and unfortunately it did not end well for Dalton Castle, as he was on the receiving end of a beatdown, and not only a beatdown, but Veda Scott treated Dalton to a mouthful of dog food after that match. So it did not end well for Dalton Castle, but that is your feud of the year for 2018. Next up, the match of the year for 2018. The match of the year is Roderick Strong versus Matt Taven from Freedom Festival 2018. This was on the 4th of July, and this was the unification match, because at the time we closed up shop with Chikara, it was Roderick Strong who held the Chikara Grand Championship. Matt Taven held the Ring of Honor Championship. And on our 4th of July pay-per-view, it was Taven versus Strong in a unification bout that was won by Roderick Strong to kick off his run as Ring of Honor Heavyweight Champion. And that is your match of the year. Next up, the Ladies Tag Team of the Year. This is something of a surprise. The Irresistible Force, Melody Cruz and Vanessa Craven, are your Ladies Tag Team of the Year. These two started off the year like gangbusters. They won the Heartland Ladies Tag Team Championship on 2 occasions. But after they lost that match to the Midwest Militia team of Jessica Havoc and Sassy Steffi, we saw a major falling out between Melody and Vanessa, and a couple of brutal one-on-one matches. And we thought this tag team was done for good until October rolled around. October is the month that we do the Felsinger Cup Championships, which is our celebration of the anniversary of Heartland Championship Wrestling. All of the champions from the previous 12 months come together, and they face each other for the prestigious Felsinger Cup Championship. And under the auspices of the manager, Jimmy Hart, it was Jimmy Hart who managed to bring Melody and Vanessa back together as a team for a surprise appearance at the Felsinger Cup, where they defeated Jessica Havoc and Sassy Steffi to win the prestigious Felsinger Cup, and in so doing clinch the honors for the Ladies Tag Team of the Year. So congratulations to Melody and Vanessa, and in particular to Jimmy Hart, for pulling these two ladies back together after some nasty situations earlier in the year. Next up, the Tag Team of the Year. No doubt about this one, the Hit Squad. Dan Maff and Monsta Mac have dominated the King of the Indies Tag Team Championship. That's our equivalent of the World Tag Team Championship among all of the promoters. These guys wrestle out on the West Coast, but they won the King of the Indies Tag Team Championship in March and continue to hold that belt through the end of the year. They have put aside some very stiff challengers, including the team of Mustache Mountain, the team of Willie Mack and Shane Strickland, who have had an incredible run this year, and the team of the Tribe, Navajo Warrior and Hawaiian Lion from Championship Wrestling of Hollywood. The Tribe has been unbeatable at times in their history, but when they came to town against the Hit Squad took care of business, holding on to the tag team titles, dominating the tag team championship, and earning a well-deserved honor as Tag Team of the Year for 2018. Also, no surprise, the Heartland Championship Wrestling Ladies Wrestler of the Year is Soraya Knight. Soraya has been the Queen of the Indies for most of 2018, although she did recently lose that title to Tessa Blanchard. Soraya held the belt most of the year after defeating Madison Eagles to win the Queen of the Indies Championship in a very large tournament. Soraya survived an absolute slobber knocker of a title defense against Sherry Martel. I thought those two were going to tear each other limb from limb before that match was over with. And throughout the year, Soraya also held a number of regional titles, including the CCW Supergirls Championship and the Queens of Combat Championship. And so congratulations to Soraya, who is your runaway winner of the Ladies Wrestler of the Year for 2018. And last but certainly not least, the Wrestler of the Year for 2018 in Heartland Championship Wrestling, none other than Roderick Strong himself. It was a hallmark year for Roderick Strong from start to finish. He came into Chikara in 2018 and immediately won the Chikara Grand Championship. He unified that championship with a big win over Matt Taven at Freedom Festival 2018, and went on in October of 2018 to win the prestigious Felsinger Cup Championship. So that was a big event for Roderick Strong, and after winning the Felsinger Cup Championship, he went on to challenge for the King of the Indies title and actually managed to defeat Jay Briscoe for the King of the Indies title. And he held that world title for only about 6 weeks before he lost the belt later on, but that 6 weeks on top of the world, plus everything he accomplished in 2018 throughout the Heartland, makes Roderick Strong your 2018 Wrestler of the Year. And that wraps up our awards. FilsingerGames.com is where you can go to check out the Legends of Wrestling game. It's long been a favorite ever since I met Tom Filsinger, the game creator, at the Origins game show in Columbus back in 2004, 2005, thereabouts. Tom is a great guy, passionate wrestling fan, professor of psychology, very well read, author, created the Legends of Wrestling card game and also its sister Champions of the Galaxy, which is a fictitious wrestling card game. I don't have any financial interest in the Felsinger Games company, but I am a regular customer, and I have gone to their Galacticon summer convention every year, most every year since I picked up the game in 2006. It does a very good job capturing a very authentic sense of the history of wrestling with a very simple play system. For those of you who play Stratomatic, Tom describes his wrestling game as Stratomatic wrestling. Tom himself is a big Strat baseball guy and just a great guy to hang out and talk to. So check out FilsingerGames.com if you want to get a chance to get a flavor of the Legends of Wrestling card game. All right, we're done here. Thank you for checking out the Wrestler of the Year Awards for 2018. And once I figure out all this high-tech business, I will try again to broadcast some live streams and potentially some computer games, and ultimately, once I get the whole technical thing down, some board games. By summer or so, I will aspire to become a regular content broadcaster. But for now, to coin a phrase, that's our show, and I am out of here.